Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm back in the video, and today I'm coming at you with some more NBA breaking news. Now, today we have some very big news. Now, this trade rumor is very interesting, and it comes from @TheHoopCentral on Twitter. And the tweet reads, according to AskScoop, there have been preliminary trade talks between the Rockets and Clippers about a huge trade. Rockets would be getting Paul George, and the Clippers would be getting Russell Westbrook, Robert Covington, and a 2022 first-round pick. So my first thoughts on this trade is the Rockets will be getting Paul George, really good two-way player, kind of inconsistent. We've seen this last season, but obviously still a really good player. And the Clippers will be getting Russell Westbrook, one of the top 5 programs in the NBA, very good at what he does. But like I said in a couple of videos prior, his game does not translate well to every single team in the NBA. The team has to be willing to adapt to what Russ brings to the table. And the Clippers will also be getting Robert Covington, which in my opinion is a very good pick because he's very underrated, a really good two-way player. Ever since he was on the 76ers, all the way to the Timberwolves, and now to the Houston Rockets, he's just been very underrated in my opinion. And he'll also be getting a 2022 first-round pick from the Rockets, which it could be around 20th to 30th overall pick depending on how the Rockets end up playing this season. Now, my whole thing on this trade offer in rumor is, how would Russell Westbrook and Kawhi Leonard play together? Because we've seen how dominant Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant were. And in my opinion, there's a lot of similarities between Kawhi Leonard and Kevin Durant. Both amazing scorers, amazing defenders, and very good basketball players. The one thing that's different about KD and Kawhi is KD's very vocal. We've seen as he's growing older in the NBA, and Kawhi Leonard is the polar opposite. Kawhi Leonard is not a leader type vocal player in my opinion because he rarely talks unless it's a very high pressure situation, and he usually is just a calm guy, lets his game talk for himself, not a really trash talker, just like I said, lets his game talk for him. So I really don't know how he would mesh with Kawhi Leonard, but I feel like it looks good on paper for the Clippers because we know that the Clippers are a very deep team, but they definitely disappointed last year, blowing through lead to the Nuggets. But we're gonna have to see if they can bounce back and regain that traction they had at the beginning of the season, as they were the first seed. Things happened and they ended up being the second seed behind the Lakers, into which the Lakers ended up winning the NBA final. But yeah, if I'm the Clippers owner, Steve Ballmer, I am very intrigued to make some moves and get the Clippers to become a winning franchise, because we've seen in the past that the Clippers have been a joke of a franchise, and we've seen that the Lakers have been running LA, and last year people thought, including myself, that the Clippers would end up going farther than the Lakers, but that wasn't the case at all, as the Lakers went through the whole entire adversity and proved everybody wrong that doubted them. Now from the Rockets, with this trade offer, getting Paul George would be really good for a second option to James Harden. I just really would not know how Harden and PG will play, because yeah, PG isn't as ball dominant as Russell Westbrook, but he also is a very good player, and he also needs the ball in his hand as well, because Harden for the Rockets is their primary ball handler and has the ball in his hands a majority of the time, as he plays ISO ball, and he has shooters in the corner like P.J. Tucker, Robert Covington. He has shooters in the corner waiting for him to play kind of like a one-on-one ISO with his defender and have shooters in the open, because we've seen the Rockets under Mike D'Antoni are really three dependent team. They live and die by the three. We saw that when they missed 27 straight threes against the Warriors. They just really live and die by the three-point shot. And now with D'Antoni out, we're gonna have to see if that play style stays, or maybe that play style goes. That play style under Mike D'Antoni. Now that he's gone, we're gonna have to see if they're gonna still abide by that play style, maybe even try to do something else to get better and fight for a championship ring. But yeah, in my opinion, I would say that this trade favors the Clippers because they'll be getting Russ, which is a point guard that they actually genuinely need, and a 3-and-D player, Robert Covington, which they need to pair with their scorers to stop their opponents from scoring at a very high pace. They have a really good amount of scorers, but they don't have enough good defenders to hold their opponents. So that would definitely be a good thing. And they will also be getting a 2022 first round pick, which they can get another good player to add to their roster. But yeah, y'all, that is the video. In my opinion, I think that the Clippers would be favored in this trade, in my opinion. But other than that, comment down below what side you guys think this trade favors. Other than that, it's been your boy John. Make sure to go down below, drop a like, comment down below, sub up, follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Catch you on next videos. It's your boy John, and I'm out, man. Peace.